on Battlestar Galactica Deadlock.
Lachesis is rerouting all of its forces to Helios Alpha. Pycon is already at breaking point, and Geminon was ready to roll over the moment Winutu signed the treaty.
The Cobalt Alliance has ratified the ceasefire with Cylon Command. The peoples of Helios Gamma, Delta, and Beta will see no more violence from today.
It was not supposed to happen like this. You have to understand, I never intended for them to go this far without you.
You should have told me. You've sacrificed 1/3 of the colonies. And for what?
It is 1 year that can be used to negotiate a lasting peace. We tried our best to make colonial fleet work, but you can't be blamed for the weakness of others.
We've got problems with our FTL computer. I think the Cylons have got into it somehow, and Tech can't flush them out. We can't make the jump.
Galactica, repeat. I didn't hear that right.
I'm sorry, Lena. You need to go. We'll catch up.
Colonial Fleet, this is Daedalus Actual. The station has been evacuated, and Daedalus Fleet Group is dismissed. I am stepping down from command. Colonial Fleet is effectively dissolved. Go. Protect your families. Protect our people. You shouldn't die here for my mistakes. Lords of Kobol guide you.
There's not much you can do about a knife in the back. Struggle, you make it worse. Leave it, and you'll bleed out. Best case scenario, someone takes the knife out and helps you back up. Except for you're still bleeding. And now you got another son-bitch running around with a knife. The ceasefire lasted the full year that Lachesis agreed to. No longer, no less. The exact minute the agreement expired, Cylon fleets attacked the Cobalt Alliance colonies. We fought back where we could. Had some hard years grounded before we got Colonial Fleet back in the air. Then we went and retrieved Galactica. Pulled her right out of the water where we left her, and spent the last year building her back up. Colonial Fleet is now a branch of the Ministry of Defense, reformed by the people who've been fighting the ground war since Caprica City was first bombarded. Jubal Sarkis leads the Fleet Admiralty, and he's made sure the Quorum knows its place this time around. Without Colonial Fleet, there is no war, no resistance, and no freedom. Galactica has been reinstated to the head of BSG-75 under my command. We are, once again, one of many in the shield against the Cylon. We have a second chance and bear the full weight of the 12 colonies. From today, we do not lose to the Toasters. Galactica, Commander. Not sure that it lives up to the Daedalus CIC. Comfort wasn't our priority in getting this bird farm back in the air. Take a moment to familiarize yourself. CIC briefing is at the top of the hour.
Local colony scouts have picked up a distress beacon from a stranded fuel freighter. There's no sign of its escort or the ships they were out here to refuel. Safe money is on a jump miscalculation. Fleet is ready when you are, Commander. Group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Dratus contacts. One friendly, multiple hostiles. No debris and no one else around. Whoever put their bet on bad jump calcs wins the pot. On it, Commander. Yes, sir.
Tubes are clear, preparing payload.
Squadron is taking fire. IFFs have come back hostile.
Optimizing firing solution.
Missiles incoming.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Friendly squadron is dark. These cores taking damage. I'm sure whoever is waiting for them won't have strayed too far.
Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Somehow we've kept this whole Galactica refit away from Cylon intel. As much as I'd like to enlighten them, over half this crew has rotated in from outside of BSG-75. Admiralty wants marks on the board before we risk our people out on the front line. If you would, Mr. Singh.
Sir, a Cylon recon group in the Berry Center almost outed us a few times while Galactica was being put back together. Our first live operation is to remove the scout fleet from the Caprica-Gemini binary.
Commander, I know you being here may muddy the waters. Some of the old crew still hold you and Kane accountable for what happened to us at Caprica. But Sarkis wants Galactica back in Colonial Fleet, and I need your experience on this deck. Mr. Singh, all orders from the operational commander are heard as if they come out of my own mouth. Understood?
Yes, sir. Battlestar Group 75 is ready when you are, Commander. Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Jump complete. Dratus contacts bearing 025 Karam 006. Cylon IFFs confirmed.
Engage with the toasters. Not a single one of them gets to run back to Geminon. This is a cakewalk, people. We do our jobs, we kill the enemy. We live up to the name of Galactica and Colonial Fleet. You take it from here, Commander.
Launching alert Vipers. Last people off the data list before, well, you know, all of that.
Now is not the time for backstory, Mr. Singh.
Just saying, sir. Feels good to have another bona fide chromebuster on deck.
You should have seen this crew before. We've got a roster to fill, so I'll recruit all the experience I can. Back to the task at hand, Lieutenant.
Squadron is taking fire. Hostile unit identified. Missiles incoming.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Got it.
Adamant is taking damage.
We're gonna hammer the frackers so they can't get back up.
Not today, Fracker. Not today. We've got them now.
Missiles incoming.
That's right, Fracker. That's right.
All marks down. Fleet is cleaning up and preparing to muster out. Galactica's back in action, sir. Toasters don't know what's coming for them.
Don't get cocky, Lieutenant. We've still got a whole war ahead of us yet. Admiral, welcome aboard. Thought I'd get a bit more time before you came with the leash.
Silas, good to see you back on your feet. How's she handling?
Still rough around the edges, but better than expected given the timeline. Mr. Quaid's lived up to his end of the bargain. Guess that means we have to live up to ours.
We can let him stew on Vergon for a little while longer. He hasn't earned his chance at a new life just yet. It is good to see Galactica back in the sky. Means a lot to the people back home.
Means something to those of us still here as well. Though, I'm surprised Larson didn't ask you for a ground transfer at the Ministry.
After she personally pulled you out of the ocean, we both know the first sergeant would be your XO if we could prise the rifle out of her hands. Eleanor Larson isn't going anywhere. Semper Fidelis to the grave.
And Agathon didn't come with you. She is still active, I assume.
The Praetor's needed elsewhere. If you feel your crew is ready to turn around, I've got another outing we could use you at. But I'd understand if you opt for shore leave first. Go visit your boy. Looks like he's grown since you were last.
We're ready now. I'll have the CIC cleared for your briefing in 20.
Admiral on deck.
At ease. Looks like you've settled in just fine, Commander. Good. Because I needed Galactica in this war yesterday. A mineral shipment bound for Scorpia shipyards didn't make its jump from Taron. The Cylons haven't shown much interest in our merchant supply lines before. Intel thinks they're more interested in hostages than the cargo. I want BSG-75 to rescue these freighters and free up the ore shipment. Show everyone that Galactica is back, that we can rely on her. We make the people happy. We can keep building ships. It's that simple, people.
Group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Straightest contacts. Civilian transponders are mixed in with hostile marks. The Cylons are jamming all comms in and out of the freighters.
I think we can confirm we have a hostage situation. Sergeant Larson, activate your fire teams for boarding actions.
Roger that. Marines, on me. Fire teams Alpha and Ophion are go.
Was she was smiling just then. About to go hand to hand with Centurions, and she was smiling about it. Got it.
Be for the toasters. No backup, no rotations, not even a hostage trade.
They can't just be after the ore. They've got entire chains of resource exploitation out on their territories. All we ever see here are more ships and more bullets.
So this is their idea of intimidation, trying to spook the merchant branch from working with Ministry.
Public relations is not a strong suit for Lachesis. I could have put you out on the frontier, butting heads with base stars. But all those civilians see right now is Colonial fleet saving their hides. Whatever they were trying to do, the Cylons just let us redefine the narrative.
Yes, Commander.
We're taking fire!
IFX will come back hostile.
Security doors breached. A dozen tangos on board at most. I don't expect we'll find many on the other ship either.
Nuclear strike prepared. Friendly squadron is dark.
Get him, get him! It's gonna take fourth attack.
Second squad has breached hull. Hostiles present. Expect full cleanup within 2 minutes.
She's a one-man army. How did you guys ever lose with someone like her around?
Pump your brakes there, son. I know it's the heat of battle talking, but there's crew here that won't take politely to that kind of foolishness. Myself included. Run your mouth at the card table, not the CIC.
I'm on it, Commander.
Secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire and build.
Centurions aboard at one of our ships.
Firing on target. Keep your targets up. I'm walking the clearance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So say we all.
We're gonna hammer the back.
Subsystem repairs are complete.
Adjusting shot by 0.15. Fire!
Reloading.
Keep that black wall up.
All Cylon units are destroyed, and the comms block has gone with them. Both merchant crews are alive and accounted for. They're spooling drives for Scorpia now.
So, Admiral, did we pass?
This wasn't a test, Silas.
Except there you are, Admiral of the fleet, standing in my CIC, when you know damn well we would have managed this without you.
Fine. Yes, you are greenlit to fully reinstate Galactica as the independent head of BSG-75. You'll have certification from Fleet Command within the day. Silas, listen to me. Colonial Fleet is the spearhead against the Cylons. The only hope for our people. What they saw here today, that is your objective every day, from now until this war ends. You stand at the head of a body, resurrected. You cannot fail us.
So say we all. I hope you got enough rack time, Commander. We've got an emergency playing out on Pallas, and Galactica needs to go be their hero. Mr. Singh will bring you up to speed.
Multiple explosions were detected across the surface of Pallas roughly 6 hours ago. Since then, over half of their pump stations have gone offline. The cause hasn't yet been confirmed, but safe money is on sabotage by the toasters. The Pallas domes have purifier contingencies for at least another 24 hours. That's some leeway before it gets real apocalypse down there. We're escorting a full staff of first responders and will be ready to jump as soon as Lieutenant Cottle has joined us. 1. Jump complete. No hostiles present in Dratus range. Damn, I was positive the toasters were behind this.
We've done this before, Commander. I'm not here to hold your hand. I need those response ships to break sky in 15 minutes before people start dying.
What's the hurry? Pallas Core Control says we've still got 20 hours before the domes are compromised.
For total habitat failure, sure. Except those domes are springing leaks every minute, and I can guarantee you the Palladians do not have a pressure suit for every civvy down there. You ever suffer from hypoxia, kid?
I don't think you're that much older than me.
Low oxygen starts with nausea, or a bit of numbness. Maybe your arm starts to spasm, or you get a cluster migraine, start seeing colors. Breathing speeds up, body pressure starts to rise. A problem when your environment pressure is dropping. The suit shortage down there ends with people's sweat literally boiling off their skin. There are children and elderly looking at a very painful, unmerciful death. So how about we ignore your thermostat and get on with saving those people?
Dratus contact. Multiple Cylon ships.
Looks like your bet was right, Mr. Singh. Round in the support ships. They aren't risking atmospheric entry while we have bogies in the area.
Weapons free and by the numbers, folks.
Missiles incoming. Civilian ship is being attacked. I'm on it, Commander. Civilian ship is taking damage.
Set condition 1. I repeat, set condition 1. This is not a drill.
Missiles incoming. Missiles incoming. Civilian ship is being attacked.
I need black reloads now.
Commander, I cannot stress the time pressure here. The Palladians won't get a second chance at breathing. We move in too late, and all we'll find is a planet of desiccated husks.
Jupiter is taking damage.
Fire.
Got them now. They never stood a chance.
All Cylon marks are clear. Response teams are green to begin atmospheric entry.
This is the most indirect attack vector the Cylons have tried yet.
Probably time to start your people in crisis training. Gut feeling says this isn't going to be the last one you'll have to attend.
I hope you're wrong, Doctor. Battlestar armor is redundant if they use our air to kill us, instead of their bullets. I understand Palace core control is mostly back online. What do the numbers on the ground look like, Doctor?
The casualties are at 12,000, with another 20 on site still at risk.
Merciful Ares.
Nothing merciful about it. Question is, what's got Lachesis so riled up it decides to swing low and target the goddamn air we breathe?
Clothis was adaptable and manipulative, but Lachesis expected us to be squashed under its boot by now. Something's changed. It's rushing.
Perhaps it sees no other option. External pressures may be forcing it to act rashly.
Depopulation is a hell of a shortcut. You folks are going to want to figure this out fast. If Lachesis wants ecological warfare, things are going to get biblical real quick.
After what happened at Palace, Ministry thinks Lachesis will take another shot at ecology-scale warfare. That scenario falls way outside of anyone's know-how around here, so we're going to recruit the best in the field. You'll have heard of Piotr Magnus, but maybe not as much about his employer. The Aspis Foundation holds the only dataset that survived the original Cobble-forming operations. They run a tight interference on anyone trying to revive the market. So our boy Piotr is the head of the class when it comes to knowing how to make a planet habitable. Dr. Magnus is currently at Aquaria for some academic summit. Nash wants to bring him in and see if he's got any ideas on where Lachesis will hit next. We probably don't need to jump the whole fleet for this, but hey, nothing like a personal Battlestar escort to convince the civvies to play along. Jump in 3, 2, 1. Dratus contacts. Multiple hostiles around the station.
Looks like the Cylons had the same idea.
Sergeant, prepare a fire team to infiltrate the station and extract Dr. Magnus. We'll deal with the Cylon ships up here.
Sir, yes, sir.
Launching alert Vipers.
Open racks and engage.
Squadron on me.
Squadron is taking fire. Hostile unit identified.
Get him, get him, get him. Firing on target.
taking damage. Centurions have boarded one of our ships. Friendly squadron is dark. Manticore down.
Strike 1 has landed and breached hull. Clear of Centurions so far. Not many civs around either. I assume most are hiding.
Any sign of Dr. Magnus?
Not yet. I'll call in when I've made contact with the primary.
Centurions have boarded one of our ships.
Target is 3-4 by 6-2.
IFFs have come back hostile.
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual control now.
Galactica Actual, Strike 1. I've found the primary. He's dead.
So they already got what they needed from him.
Unlikely. It appears the doctor died resisting. I've got eyes on a couple of tangos herding a group to the far docking bay. We're moving to engage.
Subsystem is back online.
Optimizing firing solution.
Friendly squadron is dark. Sergeant.
All hostiles neutralized. Redirecting hostages from the bay and confirming IDs.
Climate specialists?
No, they're theologians.
Got it.
We're gonna hammer the frackers so they can't get back up.
They're giving us a hell of a storm, sir. Keep your target locked and watch the clearance. Black wall up.
Completion of stasis. Target acquisition maintained.
This is action. Cleanup command confirmed.
All Cylon contacts are clear. Strike 1 has secured the station. What were the Cylons going to do with a bunch of religious academics?
While killing the definitive expert on atmospheric stabilization. Something doesn't add up.
Not the time to speculate. Have fleet clean up and prepare evac for all civilians still on the station. We need to deliver some good news for the press tomorrow.
Take it with a grain of salt, kid. You know that thing fracked us around on Daedalus, too. Just ask the commander.
Speak of the devil. Sir, you probably need to hear this as well. We intercepted the packet at Aquaria, but it took us this long to open it. The encryption was thick. Here, take a listen.
I cannot stand by and watch you pull apart his work. This station is heresy. Their kind may be inbred, slavering fools, but his divine intent is manifest in their form. They are key to our growth, not a virus to be burned away and...
There's a set of coordinates in amongst the metadata, and it's not for the transmitter or receiver. It used to do that, right, Commander? Klothos would backchannel intel just like this to Daedalus.
You're not standing on Daedalus, Lieutenant. I saw firsthand what that kind of hope does to people. Of a deep informant parting with some critical piece of intel, nothing from that Cylon is to be trusted.
No disagreement from me. At the same time, if this is an intentional leak, it's pretty clear Lachesis is brewing up something special for us.
We'll send scouts in to recon the coordinates. If the threat looks viable, we'll move in to neutralize it. Let me state clearly, no one is to interact directly with the IL, well-intentioned or not.
In 3, 2, 1... Jump complete. Cylons present in the operational zone. Marine Raptors are clear for launch. Coddle is attached to Fire Team Alpha. Check your radio for me again, Larson. Those hazmats can get in the way.
Wilco, Galactica. Fire Teams Alpha and Ophion are standing by and ready. Dr. Coddle even managed to get his suit right on the third try.
Gods, doesn't it scare you running into danger all the time?
Every day Ares tests me. The day he finds me wanting, he will guide the bullet that takes me. Once you accept that death is inevitable, there's little left to fear.
That's why it scares me. Take me by surprise. Make my heart stop when I'm not watching, all right? Knowing that it's coming and running toward it? Nope, not doing that. Anyway, radio checks. You're cleared to fly. Good hunting, Marine. Launching alert Vipers.
Action station. This is not a drill.
Confirmed squadron target. Squadron is taking fire. Hostile unit identified. Missiles incoming. Yes, Commander.
Firing on target.
Yes, sir. Come back hostile.
Alpha and Ophion have breached interior. No visual untangles yet. Corporal Ditko has point.
I don't like what I'm seeing, Actual. There's human bodies strapped to beds in here. They're contorted like they've suffered nerve damage. There's no respect for the dead here.
Friendly squadron is dark.
We've been through worse.
Missiles incoming. Lost a manticore, sir.
We've just about swept the station. Fire Team Ophion is breaching the live hazard environment. Frack! Django's 12, Ditko's hit. Take him down! Take him down! Hostiles are neutralized. What's Ditko's status?
He's still alive. Looks worse than it is. Here, help me get him up.
Leave him there, Lieutenant. Ares, Lord of Crisis, receive this penitence on behalf of sins committed, past and future.
The frack are you doing? This man isn't dying.
Lead us toward penance and deliver us from evil. So say we all. His suit has been compromised. Look around, Doctor. The people on those beds did not die peacefully. Either Ditko's passage to Elysium is torment, like theirs, or we usher him quick and painlessly.
Frack me.
Missiles incoming. Status, Alpha? Are you also getting that weird ringing sound down there, or is that just me?
I hear nothing. Coddle is downloading the data. We'll be back in the air in 5. Until then, if you would stop cluttering our lines, sir.
Give him a break, Sergeant. This is probably the kid's first mission that's gone sideways.
Hey, I'm not some nugget scrub fresh off the base. I served during the Lebron and...
Frack it, this is taking too long. Marines, grab that whole hard drive and leg it. Anything left behind is getting torched with whatever they were cooking up in here.
You heard the man. Wait for our people to clear and then light the whole station up. Prepare Hangar Bay 4 for full quarantine scrub. Make sure they incinerate the suits.
Adjusting shot by .12. Fire!
Jupiter is taking damage.
Give me one good shot.
Yes, sir. Battlestar is taking damage.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Battlestar is taking damage.
Get him, get him, get him!
IFFs have come back hostile.
I need black reload, now!
Missiles incoming.
We're taking fire!
Keep that black wall up.
Subsystems back online.
Alert squadrons.
Hostile mine detected.
63, flight projections. They're in our subsystems, Captain. Attempting to flush network.
Missiles incoming.
Pushing on the manual. That got a little messy. That's right, Second. That's right.
Got them now.
Missiles incoming.
Cool.
Jupiter is taking damage.
No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
All marks are dark. Coddle and the Marines will be done with quarantine in an hour or so. Then Intel can find out what the toasters were doing on that hellhole.
All right, folks, tell me what I'm looking at. Mr. Singh looks like he's about to burst.
The main thing is we can confirm that Lachesis is making biological weapons to target our civilian populations. Everything else is secondary.
Everything else?
Yeah, there was a lot of other data on that hard drive. For instance, the frequency that was...
The frackin' frequency.
The frequency that was ringing in our ears. I came across a recording of it attached to an incomplete set of coordinates.
Good find, Lieutenant. Are the coordinates complete enough to establish a recon zone?
In a couple of days, with intel, sure.
You've got 6 hours. Without another lead, all we've got is Cylons eager for unrequited chemical destruction. If we expect another attack like Erelon, then we're going to be ahead of it this time. You have something else, Sergeant?
Sir. Permission to rotate CIC patrol so I can administer to Corporal Ditko's vigil.
Of course. But take your rack time first. I need you on your feet as First Sergeant, more than I need you asleep as a chaplain.
The gods lift those who lift each other, sir.
Scouts got back 15 ago. They found unidentified fighters abandoned at the recon zone. Not Colonial, and not Cylon that we can tell either. No other contacts at the site, but one of the ECOs reported another instance of the frequency. He's currently with Caudle for severe headaches.
I'm gonna need more than that, Lieutenant.
We might be able to hone in on the transmission if we make adjustments to the Raptor's narrowband receivers. Then it'd just be a matter of getting it to the right place to intercept. And hope the crew doesn't lose their hearing.
Do it. And the unidentified birds?
We don't really know, sir. No radiological readings, no sign of biological contamination. Intel suggests we eyeball run them and see what the Cylons left behind. Jump in 3, 2, 1. No contact on Dratus. We're alone out here for now.
Launch Raptors. And get me a camera with Mark 1 eyeball on those abandoned fighters. I want to see these birds for myself.
Dratus contacts. All IFFs are hostile, bearing on the fleet. Hostile unit identified. Squadron is taking fire. Scans are clean. Nothing comes back from radiology or ECM. Can't even find an IFF transponder. And I've never seen a Colonial fighter that looks like that.
They don't look Cylon either.
They're Cabolian.
Pull the other one. It's got knobs on.
The Lord of the Hunt rode with Snake's twin of Fang. Because of them, his sister refused, for their venom made her prey inedible. Book of Dodona. Look at these fighters. They could only have come from Galleon.
Keep that black wall up.
Missiles incoming. Hostile unit identified. IFFs come back hostile. Manticore is taking damage. Manticore is taking damage.
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.
The Signals Raptor has locked into the frequency, recording the transmission. On it, Commander. Got it.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Alert squadron to keep 36 by 83 for flash ejection.
Squadron is dark.
Hammer the frackers so they can't get back up. Secondary battery, full attack mode. Fire at will. Number 7, target. Target locked. Watch for clearance. Tin on my tail! Take it down! Take it down!
No more contacts on Dratus. Salvage crew has a green light to bring in the fighters for quarantine and inspection.
Cabolian fighters.
If that's what they are.
We'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, get intel to analyze the recording and see if we can get any clues from this new instance of the transmission. Mr. Singh's hunch hasn't led us astray yet.
Now that we know exactly what we're looking for, it wasn't that hard to find another instance of the frequency, at least on its broad spectrum. We'll still need one of the kitted raptors to get an exact location, but with a third set of coordinates, we can work out exactly where the transmission is coming from.
We know where it's coming from. The ship that brought the 12 colonies to Cyrannus. Galleon.
Whatever is there, we need to remember our primary objective. Find the source and figure out how it relates to Lachesis and its sudden interest in biological warfare.
Say for a moment it is Galleon.
He's buying into it.
Say it is Galleon. What would that give Lachesis it can't find anywhere else?
Galleon is a 2,000-year-old vessel that carried our people from Kobol. The hands of gods touched its bow. The possibilities it could contain are endless.
The possibilities I'm thinking of are less charming than yours. A lot of nasty things can grow, given 2,000 years unchallenged. I'd advise extreme hazards caution, Commander.
Group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Dratus contacts. IFFs are Cylon. I don't think they're expecting us out here. They're not trying to hide.
Launch the kitted Raptor as soon as there's clear runway. time may not be on our side for much longer.
Launching alert, Vipers. Yes, sir. Squadron is taking fire. IFFs have come back hostile.
Chase has really got you wired up, hasn't it?
The people who sat in the cockpits of those fighters walked hand in hand with gods. We are about to find the very ship that took humanity from its cradle to home. If that is not enough to kindle your faith, then you are lost, Doctor.
Guess I'm just pessimistic. Could be you're right. Could be there's still cause for concern when Lachesis has an interest in 2,000-year-old relics.
Incoming!
They're in our subsystems, Captain. Attempting to flush network.
Adjusting shot by .23. Fire.
Friendly squadron is dark.
4-3 by
Missiles incoming. Greatest contacts, more Cylons. Toasters really don't want us following their trail out here.
One shot.
Hostile mine detected. Raptor crew has locked into the 3rd frequency transmission. I'm receiving the sample now.
How long until we have a location, Mr. Singh?
I'll have jump coordinates by the time commanders clear the toasters, sir.
Brett, got it. Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Friendly squadron is dark. Yes, sir.
We're gonna hammer the
Nuke incoming.
Get back up.
Friendly unit down. Missiles incoming. Got it.
I need flak reload now.
Friendly squadron is dark. Missiles incoming. Missiles incoming.
We're taking sustained fire.
Missiles incoming.
You're giving us a hell of a storm, sir. Switching gun to manual.
Missiles incoming.
Nothing but the rain.
Yes, sir.
Get him, get him.
Target acquisition is screwed. Get me manual controls now.
Battlestar is taking damage. Battlestar is taking damage.
Actual safe to mop up and prepare for extraction.
Battlestar is taking damage.
Never stood a chance. No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
They're breaking. Push the line. All right, let's bring our people home.
All hostiles are down and the triangulation is complete. Coordinates are ready to be pushed out to the fleet.
Reel in our birds and prepare for jump. I don't like working on a ticking clock, but we're the only ones out here, and Latches isn't going to give us another chance if we frack this one up. Scouts have confirmed there's a man-made construct at the source of the transmission. It's neither colonial nor Cylon, and the ECO couldn't reach it before they were forced to jump away. Our boys took a lot of fire on their way out of that eyeball run. The Cylons know we're coming, so we should expect heavy resistance at the site.
We have to stop them desecrating the galleon. We can learn firsthand what happened during the Exodus. So many questions can be answered there.
I understand your position, Sergeant, but our primary concern must be stopping the Cylon access to the Cabolian ship. Then, we can figure out what Latches is actually doing in there.
I've been digging into that myself. The data we lifted from the research station is not pleasant. Best I can tell, Cylons are making a payload specifically for high spread effect. What they're developing isn't about impact. They want to maximize coverage.
A pathogenic agent.
A contagious pathogenic agent. Whatever they're getting off that ship, it's had 2,000 years to grow without the sniff of an antibiotic. Pandemic is not a strong enough word to describe what happens if it gets released into the wild.
I know I signed up for this, but you weren't kidding about high-risk service, sir.
Heads up, people. The stakes might be different, but our goal is the same. If Latches is on that ship, we evict them forcefully. We'll figure the rest out as we go. Mr. Singh, have the fleet prepare for combat jump in 10.
2, 1. Jump complete. Multiple Cylon marks and one unidentified structure. Readings are inert. I can't get a signal to the ship, and all we're receiving is that frequency on broadcast.
Imagine how long it sat out here, waiting to be found.
That leaky bucket ferried the original 12 tribes? And then what? Came out here to die?
Or it never completed the journey. Commander, clear the Cylons while Intel figures out what the options are.
Yes, sir.
Action station. Set condition 1 throughout the ship.
Open racks and engage.
Hostile unit identified. Squadron is taking fire.
Where are you going, Marine? I didn't give permission to leave the deck.
Sir, I assumed you would want Fireteam Alpha to prepare for boarding.
No one sets foot on that ship until we've had a chance to do a full hazard assessment.
That is Galleon, the vessel of the 12 tribes. The Lord Athena killed herself at the sight of this ship leaving Kobol.
So there's no need for anyone else to get themselves killed over it, if that's what it is. Remain at your post, Sergeant. I need you here more than Athena does up there.
Get him!
Solution updated. Target active.
Come back hostile.
It's gonna take more than that. Optimizing firing solution.
New Dratus contacts. Multiple Cylon capitals have jumped into the engagement zone. All are bearing on the fleet.
Soon by 9-9.
Friendly squadron is dark.
I need black reload now.
Friendly squadron is dark. Intel are registering foot traffic on the ship, but the Cylons aren't following any containment protocols. They recommend a full site quarantine until we've reached Condition 2.
So we breached the hull in hazmat. Lieutenant Cottle managed it before. Most of that Intel team is green. They're being too cautious.
And how long do I have to hold the Cylons out here while you're down there playing archaeologist? The Toasters don't seem willing to let this objective go. I need a better solution now, Mr. Singh.
Missiles incoming.
What's your gun demanding? Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Another wave of Dratus contacts. All Cylon IFFs.
Keep your target.
Centurions aboarded one of our ships.
Bleeding is taking a pounding, sir.
Sir, all due respect, the more time we waste out here, the less opportunity we have to figure out what the Toasters are doing down there.
Some of our readings suggest they've been transporting live samples of something, but it's small amounts, and we can't tell what it is from out here.
If that's the bacteria Lachesis needs for its weapons, we have to intervene before they harvest enough for mass production.
Agreed. Have fire control adjust for a new primary target.
That's not what I meant.
Sir, this is actual physical evidence of the Kobol Exodus, the origin point of humanity. We can't destroy it.
That is exactly what we're doing. The situation here remains untenable, and this ship clearly hosts a resource the Cylons intend to use to murder billions of people. We end this now. Mr. Singh, update primary objective to the destruction of the Kobolian vessel.
Yes, sir. Manticore is taking damage. Manticore is taking damage.
Ita flacuolo.
Manticore is taking damage.
Jumping up by 0.12. Fire.
Missiles incoming.
Firing on target.
Repel the orders. Keep them out of the CID.
Squadron is dark. Missiles incoming.
We're taking fire!
Manticore is taking damage. Centurions have boarded one of our ships. Friendly squadron is dark.
Grab your sidearm, Colonel.
Subsystem is back online. Manticore is taking damage. Manticore is taking damage. Manticore down.
Time to clean up and go home.
No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
Got it.
They never stood a chance.
All right, let's bring our people home.
With all my heart, I hope the lords forgive this negligence of their gifts.
The gods lift those who lift each other, Sergeant. You taught me that. Knowledge of the past isn't worth risking future generations.
Cylon threat is clear, and the Cabolian structure has been destroyed. Post-op crew is preparing for scans and demolition.
Mission complete. Mighty Galactica will return home. And what we found out here, just forgotten.
The transmission was destroyed with the ship. There's no other markers to guide anyone else out here. Even if they knew what they were looking for, it would be impossible to find this again.
Perhaps it is better then, to remain as dust in the infinite.
Lieutenant, I was just signing your transfer papers. Do you need something else?
Captain, if that really was the galleon, you just made a hell of a call.
It may have been, and I may have done. The decision won't keep me up at night. Not compared to what would have happened.
You were curious, though, weren't you? You wanted to know what was on there, too.
I am human, Doctor, and of the faithful. The chance to look at the handiwork of the gods doesn't happen every day.
Nor the opportunity to blow it to Kingdom Come.
My actions will no doubt be judged and found wanting. By more than just First Sergeant Larson. I will shoulder the consequences, whatever they may be. I understand you're heading back to PyCon?
Apparently someone in the brass wants to make an example out of me and stick another pin to my jacket. I've avoided it before. Fracked if they think they can make a desk jockey out of me now.
You decide you want to mount up again, I'm sure we can find a permanent spot on the roster for you here on Galactica.
No offense, sir, but you won't see me on this ship again. You folks bring too big a target on your own back. This is not the place for someone who intends to live a long, fulfilled life.
That's a sentiment I've heard before. The offer will still stand when you change your mind. Your service to BSG 75 has been commendable, son. Stay safe down there. As soon as Galactica landed in Helios Alpha, we received this encoded transmission. Intel made sure to locate and cut the signal as soon as we had it downloaded. Here, have a listen.
Your failures caused them to stir. Watch as your empire crumbles around you, Lachesis.
Silence. You do not talk to me of failure, brethren. God's will be done by my sword.
Your infirm strategy can only be propped up with blunt force tactics for so long. Our supply lines stretch taut, while you refuse to exploit the bounty of resources closest to the fight. Aram Quad S, brethren. God shall find your will lacking.
His lands are for the settlement of our people. We are not bags of flesh that plow at the ground with bloodied fingers. You would have us blight his land as you blight yourself. You are an abomination, Klothos. Be gone.
Whew, that was cold. Robot has no shame if it's leaking its own humiliation like that.
Regardless of who sent this, Klothos has given us new insight into Cylon logistics. Lachesis has completely failed to maintain a sustainable resource sector inside of Cyrenus. Their biological weapon project has left their supply lines overextended and vulnerable. While they reel from their recent loss, I am coordinating with Ministry to hit every Cylon depot inside a 12-hour range. BSG 75 will be responsible for knocking out the Cylon's Tilium Reserve in Helios Alpha. If even half the Ministry's operations are successful, we can start to dismantle the Cylon war machine. Enough for our ground troops to start fighting back, at least. We've still got a long way to go, but we start taking back our homes today, people.
It's jumping in 3, 2, 1. Jump complete. Primary objectives on the board. Seems a good day to hamstring some Cylons.
Squadron, on me.
Weapons free and by the numbers, folks.
Check your positions before engaging. Action station. Set condition 1 throughout the ship.
Something about this doesn't feel right. Everything is lining up, but we've missed a detail somewhere.
What's there to miss? The Cylon's fracked up. We're capitalizing on it. Seems a solid game plan to me. It's not like you're gonna crash Galactica into the ocean a second time.
That is not something you get to say. The people who died that day were family. We fought for survival, while you enjoyed the ceasefire.
No, it wasn't a fracking holiday. I served the entire time, knowing my family suffered back home. I would have been right there in the fight, just like you, but I was stranded on Libran.
Stranded? You want to talk on this deck about being left behind? The very people we risked our lives protecting turned us over to the enemy forces and...
Enough! Return to your station, Sergeant. And Lieutenant Singh, the next time you feel the need to comment on my performance, you better have more wings than me. You're a good watch officer, but on this particular deck, you need to be better than that.
IFFs have come back hostile. Squadron is taking fire. Hostile unit identified. Yes, sir. Hostile unit identified. Friendly squadron is dark. Missiles incoming. Nuke incoming.
Optimizing firing. Switching gun to manual.
Mine detected. Missiles incoming. Manticore is taking damage. Manticore is taking damage.
Target locked and locked clear.
Primary objectives are destroyed. Can't see the toasters doing much jumping around after this. Friendly squadron is dark.
Firing on target.
Adjusting shot by .16.
Missiles incoming. Nuke incoming.
Taking sustained fire.
Got it. Missiles incoming. taking damage. Battlestar is taking damage.
Planning to take it down, sir.
I don't think we can take
Battlestar is taking damage. Missiles incoming. Battlestar is taking damage.
Both enemy down now.
Missiles incoming. Missiles incoming.
All right, let's bring our people home.
All hostiles are dark. The Tilium supply has been destroyed. Sir, about before,
Leave it, son. Half of this ship went through hell together. But we have to recalibrate as a whole. You aren't going to earn the respect of this deck by inserting your own war stories. Be present for the crew, not yourself.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Galactica Actual. I am Lachesis. You struggle against an immutable future. The might of the Cylon Empire collects within striking distance of your beating hearts. Yet you still pull apart your homes, looking for one more rock you can carve into a primitive blade. I will not ask for surrender. I have attempted warfare, both lawful and not. My weapon would have healed every disorder you have inflicted on God's lands. But like cockroaches, you will not go quietly. Your continued resistance has triggered contingencies within Cylon Command. His will is no longer manifest in me. I would rather find glory for him in combat than subservience under another. You too should consider death a preferable alternative than what is to come. I await Galactica's arrival above Oranu.
In 3, 2, 1. Cylon marks are present. All due respect, sir, this is straight out of the Yard playbook. They swear it'll be a fair one-on-one. All the while, they've got their whole squad waiting around the corner.
That has been my experience as well. As the ambusher, obviously. There's no such thing as a fair fight.
This whole venture is the posturing of a brawler with nothing left. Either Lachesis survives long enough to be replaced, or it goes out in glory. The Admiralty agrees that we avail the robot of its dying wish. Engage the enemy! Speak your mind before we start taking hits.
Do the Cylons' motivations not bother you, sir? Attempted genocide, suicidal last stands. I do not believe any god, Cylon or otherwise, would find glory in lives discarded like this.
The Cylons don't value life like us. Nor death, for that matter.
Ares does not require death. Not mine, not my enemies. The Lord of Crisis wants us to triumph over ourselves.
You heard that recording of them. Sounds like the higher-up toasters have a problem overcoming each other, let alone anyone else.
External strife comes from internal crises not yet confronted. For all their talk of service to a higher power, the Cylons have yet to display the ability for introspection. That makes for an unpredictable opponent.
Missiles incoming. Squadron is taking fire. Yes, sir. Straightest contacts. I told you, Lachesis is not gonna go out alone.
And neither will we. Send the signal out, Lieutenant. We'll have reinforcements of our own soon enough.
Missiles incoming. Manticore is taking damage. Missiles incoming. Hostile mine detected. Manticore is taking damage. Hostile unit identified. Missiles incoming. Lost a Manticore, sir. Friendly squadron is dark. Straightest contacts. All hostile.
Hold out a little longer.
Lachesis, your life is no longer yours to throw away. Come to me. Ours will be as God wants it to be.
Atropos, by your command.
Missiles incoming.
Secondary battle. Pull it back, folks. Fire and flow.
Straightest contacts. Friendly IFFs. About time the bench showed up. The command base star has jumped from the engagement zone.
Clean up the remaining forces. Lachesis may have fled, but we can at least give Geminon a clear sky.
Missiles incoming.
Your target locked.
Friendly squadron is dark. Yes, sir. Missiles incoming. Minotaur is taking damage. Adamant is taking damage. Missiles incoming. Minotaur is taking damage. Missiles incoming. Friendly squadron is dark. Missiles incoming. Missiles incoming. Subsystem repairs are complete. Missiles incoming. I'm on it, Commander. Adamant is taking damage. Adamant is taking damage. All Cylon ships have been destroyed. Or fled. Yeah, we made that toaster run, didn't we? Yeah.
Set fleet to Condition 2 and start cleanup. We'll have time to celebrate after.
Is there anything to celebrate here, sir? We've just confirmed a third IL is now active in Cylon Command.
Let our people have their victory, Sergeant. No doubt we've got difficult times ahead of us. We'll take the wins where we can. The first sergeant was right. Once you look behind the curtain, you realize there isn't much to celebrate. Lachesis was a destructive force, but it was also a known factor. This third IL disrupts everything we've known about the war for the last 5 years. Our one consolation? The new arrival is as much an upheaval for Cylon Command as it is for us. We suspected their hierarchy was unstable, but the intel leaks cemented the theory. For what it's worth, I don't believe Clothos leaked those recordings to us. As much as those ILs bickered, it'd take a lot more than a couple of arguments about God to force a betrayal like that. So for now, we continue what we're already doing. Keep Galactica in the air. Beat back the Cylons one battle at a time. Keep our people back home safe. Whoever's leaking that intel, they'll show their face. Eventually.